Hey guys, welcome to PAX East 2013. The show is now officially halfway over, and we've seen a lot.
There's a lot of games here. A lot of indie games.
Oh yeah, the indie mega booth, or as I've been calling it, the indie iOS booth, because like 3/4 of the game are iOS games, which apparently.
No, it's not that I really like iOS games in general. It's just that like I like to see that expand into like bigger real games. You know what I mean? And the more I see it at PAX, the more faith I have that we're gonna see better stuff on it. You know?
My problem is it's not that I don't like iOS games. I agree. I don't like the ones that aren't games. They're kind of like I do like the ones that are games. It's just unfortunate that a lot of people now have access to that market, so that market's being flooded by games which aren't good. And so, yeah, I do agree it is nice to see some actual good games.
Yeah. I mean, and it's like, this PAX has about, I'd say 70% indie games to what you would traditionally call AAA big budget games.
Yeah, the main difference being between PAX East and PAX Prime that I've noticed is that PAX Prime, typically we have lots of the really big booths, Activision, EA, Bethesda even has a really big presence at PAX Prime. Here they have like one game, and in place of those really big booths, we have tons of indie games. Like the indie showcase is enormous here. Yeah. So, I mean...
Well, it's not restricted just the indie showcase. If you go off to the sides of the main expo floor, there's just stuff tucked everywhere.
Yes.
Like, it's not self-contained. It's between, like, next to Blizzard, there's a bunch of indie stuff. Like,
yeah. There's an entire room, arcade room thing that I haven't even been into yet.
Oh, the Kickstarter room.
The Kickstarter.
Yeah,
wait a second. Wait. There's a Kickstarter room?
Yeah.
There is.
Just Kickstarter.
What the fuck? I didn't.
Well, so the thing is, Nick, you're kind of like, oh, I wish there was bigger games, but I honestly like all of these indie games because there's so many small gyms you've never heard of that we're getting to see.
Don't get me wrong. So far, my game of the show is something I just played, which is an indie game. But quite honestly, I mean, it's just kind of disappointing. Like, there's a lot of games that I know of, that we know exist, that we know are out there, that we'd love to see here. Like, Beyond Two Souls is one game I've been curious about forever, and that's coming out in a few months, and that's not here. Looking at Bethesda, I mean, obviously, Prey 2's not here, but, it would be nice. Yeah. It'd definitely be nice to see games like that.
A lot of Elder Scrolls Online. But
I would love to see the next Call of Duty here.
No.
Just kidding. Sorry.
Halo 4's here.
That was for you, Carlos.
Halo 4 is here.
They're showing off map packs.
Map packs, fantastic.
Yeah.
Tomb Raider is here.
Oh, Blops 2.
I saw Black Ops 2 Zombies. They have that DLC here for some reason.
Yesterday
it seems like a lot of the bigger a lot of those bigger games are bringing stuff in just like as filler. Like, well, we're Square Enix, we don't have much, so we'll bring Tomb Raider. Fuck it.
No, yeah, that's true. Yesterday I actually considered, because I still haven't finished Tomb Raider at home, and I was jonesing.
I was
jonesing, and I was like, I'm considering going to the Tomb Raider booth and playing because nobody's playing it.
Square Enix, I have my save on USB. Can I just finish here?
That would be great.
No. You still have like 8 hours left.
Shit. And I gotta finish it all before BioShock comes out. Okay. Anyways, PAX East, we're here. Okay, so maybe highlights of the show so far.
Okay, so
we have podcasts to record, which we'll talk about our in-depth
really
impressions
deep.
later. But
I did an interview with the creator of Soda Drinker Pro.
Oh yeah.
How'd that go today?
It went exceptionally well. He's a brilliant man. And then what I did was, and we got this all on film. This will be up on YouTube later tonight or tomorrow. Is I brought sodas. And I was drinking sodas while playing Soda Drinker Pro because I wanted to test the simulation.
Because Soda Drinker Pro is a first-person soda drinking simulator.
Correct. And I wanted to see just how accurate it was.
How accurate was it?
I couldn't tell the difference after a while. I had the controller. You need both hands to the controller, so I had the creator feed me the soda as I was trying to play the game.
Wait a second. Did that really happen?
Yes.
Oh.
that is a dedicated creator of a game to help a fan, make his game come to life.
I like to call myself more of a follower than a fan.
Okay. Well, I mean, without going into too many specifics, Nick and I just played a game.
Yes.
I'll say it was scary, to the point where the developers were telling us some people jumped almost out of the booth, almost breaking the booth. They were so scared, trying to escape the booth.
Yesterday morning, somebody almost tore down their entire booth.
And
freaking out.
even as we were waiting in line to play it, several people jumping, the curtains, like, because they make you play in a dark, small booth. So you were enclosed. Yes, like a photo booth. You have headphones on, so you were in the game.
Nolan and I were asking the developer questions and stuff, and he kept like jumping because people kept screaming inside the booth.
Oh yeah, like loud screams.
This makes me want to make a little booth or like put a TV screen in a closet and just lock myself in there and play games like that.
Oh, that'd
My
be good.
God, we should do that at home. Make
That'd
our
be
own,
creepy.
We should make our own horror game booth. That would be cool. So, well, that game
Bob,
is, do you want
anything
to talk
you've been
about
seeing
what
that's good?
game that was? No.
That's
Okay.
No. We'll save
Jeez.
that. We'll save that.
Just tune into the
Get
podcast
excited.
later tonight, day 2 podcast to hear us talk about that game.
So I'm still trying to think about what my my experience so far would be. Jesus Christ, double tap. Let's see. There's just so many little titles that I didn't even know existed. Like I got some emails and there's some media footage for this, but none of that really did any of these games justice. Like actually getting up there and playing them and getting hands-on and actually understanding the deeper mechanics, because it's really superficial what we saw before coming here. But there's a lot of games that have a lot more depth to them than we just you can see by just looking at it for 5 seconds and walking by it. So I'm going to have to spend a lot more time actually going to each of these booths and just sitting there for 5 minutes each. So it's probably going to be the rest of my day.
We have a day and a half left, and I just found out that's a Kickstarter room. Great.
See, and remember what we said? Remember we said the first day you were here, you said, I don't know how I'm going to cover find 3 days of stuff to cover because I'm not sure
I'll be
what's
honest.
here. The more you look, the more you find.
As an overall like first impression walking into this PAX, I was a little underwhelmed at first, and I still, in retrospect, still kind of am, but there is still a lot of little stuff. This is kind of forcing me to kind of come out of my comfort zone a little bit, play some of the smaller stuff that I would normally probably pass over to play, bigger titles. So that's exciting still. Jeff.
Dude.
Like this is Jeff's thing. Like this is
he's
at home.
I like indie stuff because they are always doing like innovative, like crazy things that like they have the balls and like no one behind them with enough money to like tell them no.
Yeah, the little guys take the risk. They can take the risk that the big guys can't.
Indies have always kind of paved the way for other games. And even like when Mario started out, you have to consider it was probably the first of its kind, so it was still kind of indie. It was these guys that are just coming out with these ideas.
Metal Gear on NES is the first one to
right.
stealth stuff. I mean, that was like, holy shit, what is
You
this
know,
weird type of gameplay we're doing?
But
Jeff single-handedly over a nice dinner last night convinced me to play Kentucky Route Zero.
yes, and you will.
I'm excited.
I almost wanted to just spoil it all. But, dude, we have so many games to talk about. Contrast, we haven't talked about. Transistor.
Yeah.
So.
We talked about Transistor, but yeah, that's.
Oh, we could
that's
talk
good.
about it more. That game's so good.
Because I got to it today. I'm getting it.
Oh, you hadn't played it yesterday.
No, I didn't play it.
What were you doing?
I watched you guys play it and I drank. I was double fisting beers.
That's right.
Well,
You were drinking
there's
beer.
plenty of games we still haven't talked about. The Swappers, another great indie game I played that I might play again. It was a fantastic game.
There's
what
a few
else?
slightly, outside of the indie area. There's a few games we haven't talked about yet. We played Remember Me yesterday, which we'll talk about. Which we have some positive and negative things to say about that game for sure.
I still want to check out Elder Scrolls Online because I don't think anybody else is.
Good looking in.
It's also
I
it's a
know.
2-hour demo.
Well, apparently it's a 2-hour demo. 2-hour demo. I don't know if I'll stay the whole time, but I'm gonna maybe sneak in somewhere, jump over the booth. I don't know. I'll find a way in.
The CGI is beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Joseph can flash his cocktail time credentials.
My,
How about those credentials, Joseph?
that's a lot. I don't know. Big.
I would have said I have a very long list of credentials.
List of references. I was going to say.
Yeah.
All right, so I think that
That about covers it up.
that
for
covers
halfway
our-
through.
our halfway point thoughts on PAX East 2013. So Jeff's doing yoga or something.
There is a bar here at PAX in the hallway.
Which
We
What?
can't go to it.
No, I mean we can go, but we won't come back.
That's the problem.
everybody try and get everything you need to see done today. So tomorrow it's just a day of drinking. Not gonna happen. All right, so
Stay tuned for more coverage, guys. 4playernetwork.com. You can follow us on Twitter, the hashtag 4PNPAX.
that's correct. We'll see you later, guys.